Hey, how are you? Let's talk about shill. Shill bidding. Shilling. Yeah, this is a crooked practice. We'll get to that in a second here. Let me click on a button. Okay, let's get to the screen here. I had this one in my watch list for some reason. Well, I thought I'd get back and check on it. It's got 3 days left. This is over on eBay. Fella's got a coin for sale, which is kind of neat. Look, shilling is the practice. It's unethical. It's illegal. It's the practice of artificially bidding up your items that are for sale. Um, yeah, it's outlawed on eBay. But how do you tell? And I had to get in and take a look at this. First off, let's look at the coin. It's an 1809 half a dollar. There it is. And what got my interest was, the higher grade, because the 1809 has two particular edge designs. And I can show you these over here, right? You got a lettered edge on all of them. It'll say 50 cents or half a dollar. But in between the words, right before the 50 and after the dollar, you'll either have these hash marks or these X's, okay? And this is hard to see. A lot of times they're pretty well worn, but you can see the difference is pretty obvious. Unfortunately, on this piece, even though the fella says, let's see, about uncirculated per coin expert, well, apparently the coin expert who talked about this piece didn't know enough to talk about the edge design. All right, I'm looking over a Numis here, and the 1809 with the X edge tends to draw a pretty substantial premium once you get above VF into XF and even higher after that. Where are you here? Yeah, pretty substantial premium in the higher grades. This is probably why I bookmarked this. I was probably going to send him a letter saying, "Hey, ma'am, show me the edge," because I like to bother these people and say, "Send me more pictures here." Uh, First off, is it AU? I can't quite give it that, honestly. Looking at the hair behind the ear, uh, let's see, this bit to the left of the shield, the top left corner of the shield, I'm not able to give that any higher than VF. It's pretty good shape. I'll give it that. It looks genuine for sure. I don't have a problem with that. Uh, but it's the higher grades I want to get into. I want to see, a XF, AU, where that edge difference is going to make a tremendous premium, 30% in some cases, and just goes up after that. But this guy in VF, it's probably, where are you here? Probably a $300 to $400 coin, somewhere in that range. And right now it's at 205. Huh. And it kind of jumped up pretty rapidly, I thought. Usually something like this is going to start to see the bids towards the end. Okay, over on eBay, you got this bid here where you can actually look at the bids that have been placed. All right, and here's everybody who's made a bid. Dun, dun, dun. Boy, that's a lot of bidding. Yeah, honestly, really, if you're not bidding at the last 10 seconds, you're probably driving up the price. But over here, I'm going to take a look because I can look at these bidders and see what sort of pattern can be found in these bidders. Okay. Okay, the first one, number 320 with a green star. Here we go. He's got 16 bids on 14 items. He's bid a quarter of his bids were with this particular seller. And it's a pretty good spread, mostly half dollars. All right, here's a small cent here. Here's something from South America. Okay, this is kind of normal. People are all over the place. Let's look at the next one here. Which one's this guy? This is the 558 with a purple star. Okay, I got 86 bids on 51 items. Here's where it gets neat. Bid activity with this seller, 100%. Really? 100%. Let's look at that. Large cents, half, dollars, commemoratives, North and Central America. I don't know what that one's going to be. Colonial. This guy's buying a little bit of everything, it looks like, or bidding on it. But 100%, when I see a bidder only going to the same seller, that would be this guy right here. What's that? 1, 2. Yeah, the second guy, 558. Where'd he go? Come on back. 558. Right there. 8 star 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 2. I kind of question what's going on. Is this shilling going on? Geez, if I'm looking at large cents, half dollars, chances are I'm going to be all over the board with the sellers, but this guy seems to favor this particular seller. All right, what the heck is shilling? Shilling is when the bid, right, is being driven up, probably by the seller or someone he knows who's very close to him, and they have no intention of actually purchasing the coin. They're just driving up the price. Huh. And when I see something like this, I got to question what is going on. I could probably look at this seller's other items and see if there's more of this this odd bid activity going on. Huh. Well, when you see that sort of thing, we'll just stop bidding on this shit because it's being artificially inflated. This seller has 4480, a whole bunch of feedbacks. Here's what we got going on. Here's this stuff here. 283 items. That looks kind of strange. Here's an 1812 large cent, pretty frigged up. What you got here? An 1875 CC, 1875 S20 center, closely uncirculated. Let's look at that. Kind of nifty. What's that? 24 bids. Well, he's not really big enough, this seller, to have that many bids, I think. Let's find the seller here. Let me click on that name. And this should pop up. He's got 1,313 followers. Okay. That's enough that he can probably get some bids. All right. Where'd that 1875 go? Let's look at this now. 1875 20 center with some freaking issues. The first issue is just plain shoddy photography. Got some damage in the left wing there. Something going on the bottom left. Okay, I'm going to have trouble with closely uncirculated. Well, the 20 centers tend to get pretty good bids. They're kind of scarce to begin with. But let's look at his 24 bids. Okay, do we have that same guy? What was his? Who was it here? 558 with a purple star. GC seems to miss this one. Let's see. Let's look at 176. Okay, 44% with this seller. Not a whole lot of bidding, 9 items. Let's look at 714. 289 bids in the last 30 days. 9% with this seller. Okay, see, he's all over the board. He's only got 9% with the one seller. Okay, how about 130? Okay, 69 bids on 65 items, 98% with this seller. That's another peculiarity when you see 98 to 100% of the bids being placed on one particular seller. Let's see, 714 we looked at, 176, 1098. We hadn't looked at this guy yet. There you go, 11 bids, 5 items, 18% with this seller. But I've got on this coin, on the 20 center, I've got one guy just tearing it up with this particular seller. On this other coin, I've got one bidder tearing it up on this seller. And I noticed neither one of these guys bid on the other things. This is an indicator that you have an unscrupulous, unethical seller. It's not a guarantee. Right? It really can't make a charge without some sort of evidence, but the data is out there to see. And just watch yourself, folks. Are you bidding on the coin, or are you bidding to beat the other bidder? Because if you're bidding to bid the other bidder, they're going to jack up that price. There are unscrupulous, unethical sellers out there who will stop at nothing to get that extra dollar out of every sale. Huh. Okay, well, just walk away from this sort of thing when you see it. Gosh, how do you prevent this sort of thing? Look for the trends. Look for the trends. When you have the same buyer bidding, right? Maybe they don't win. They might win on occasion. Well, that's a fluke. You know, they pay for the darn thing. Make sure the paperwork goes through, then just put it up for sale again. And it's hunting for suckers is all it is. And eBay, online auctions, they're replete with these things. It's a darn shame. It's screwing up the hobby. It's driving up prices unnecessarily. Okay, I thought I'd leave it with that, folks. Okay. Oh, by the way, where is it? I got a picture here. Happy New Year. It's 2020. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. There's the face view. All right. Watch yourselves, folks, and stay safe out there, okay? We'll see you later.